right, welcome to a little FGH After Dark for June 9th, 2025. Going to do a little quick video about Jaire Alexander getting cut today and kind of where his career has gone, how it's been, and we'll do some highlights and see some landing spots for Mr. Alexander going forward in the NFL. But before you go anywhere, if you know anybody who watches football, bets on football, please, there's a scroll down at the bottom of the page where you can find FGH and help your buddy out this football season. It is what? We're June 9th, July 9th, August 9th. You know what? Math's not my thing. That's more Bo Siva's thing. I feel like we're about 2 or 3 months away from the kickoff of the next college football / NFL season. So help your people out. Have them connect with FGH, and patreon.com/bet_FGH is the best way. You can become a free member and we will earn your business. And let's make some money betting on football this year and bust up those bookies. So let's do that. Jaire Alexander, he just got released today. It wasn't a surprise. We knew this was going to happen. I tell you what was surprising for me though, because I did a little dive on his career and the prospects of where he's going to go. We know that Jalen Ramsey is available too. They're both cornerbacks. Ramsey's 30, Alexander's 28. So check mark goes to Alexander on the age. But what surprised me looking through this is because I really anticipated, and I don't know, for whatever reason in my mind, I expected Jaire Alexander to just be the better prospect at this point in his career, and injuries are going to prevent that. Because if you look at Jaire Alexander's career, he's made 2 All-Pro teams, but those were in 2020 and 2022. And if you go back the last 4 years, he's only played a full season one time in the last 4 years. So injuries have been a major concern. And anytime a franchise like Green Bay, a good franchise, lets go of a really good player like that in basically his prime, at least years anyways, that's a huge question mark. So the reason they did it is because he can't stay healthy. And then you go over to, you look at Jalen Ramsey, who's also available and was he's released by Miami. You look at his career, 4 of the last 5 years, he's made Pro Bowl 4 times, All-Pro twice, and has only not played a full season basically once. And in that year, he played 10 games. So a lot more dependable, just as many accolades and postseason awards as Alexander. He's 2 years older, but look, that's he's obviously still got a little bit left in the tank. So now money's going to be an issue with all these teams, of course. How do you pay Alexander? How do you decide to pay a guy who has barely played 3 of the last 4 years, but when he does, has All-Pro type, ability? So where the money lands and where these players are going to land is going to be really interesting. Let's pull up a little highlights reel and go over that real quick with Jaire Alexander, just so that we can be reminded just how fucking good this guy was. Now, this highlight reel is from 2022. So you're going to see some of his. This is when he made All-Pro, one of his 2 All-Pros. This is when he made it, and you're just going to see what he can be when he's healthy. You see little early hands there by Monte Brown, gave him some reaction time. He made the play. You see this constantly, perfect timing on the breaks of him coming up and breaking the pass up and not getting the pass interference. You got him coming off of his route. That's recognition on the deep part of the field, intercepting the ball that's not even his guy. Again, there's a late break, just perfect timing, doesn't get the flag. It's just textbook cornerback play from Jaire Alexander when he's healthy. So, someone's going to get him, and I've got a little photo to pull up later. Look at this. Like, that's insane. Like, he lost the ball, did a pirouette, and still made a play on it. That is sick cornerback play. Oh, there's a little TB, a little Tom Brady action, a little dump down to Fournette. That ain't going to work. Not when you got someone like Jaire Alexander, all 180 pounds of his ass, doing a little. Fournette weighs 250. How did that even happen? So, it's just Green Bay just got tired of him, apparently. Oh, we got a little snow action. Everybody loves games in the snow. Let's see what happened here. That's sorry-ass Davis. I remember him. That's probably pass interference. Got away with one there. That looks like a little pass interference too, on it, for being honest. So look, he's not scared to put his nose into the backfield and make some TFLs clearly. I wonder if that leads to some of his injuries. I'm not 100% sure on his injury list of what exactly the injuries were, but again, you just see some of these just recognition and explode on the ball. So that's what he's been good at. He's gonna go do it somewhere. Where is he gonna do it? I don't know, but we've got a I got a list that someone posted of some of the likely teams. So let's put a pause on that. Maybe we can get back to that later. We'll see. Remove that and let's add some of the landing spots, possible landing spots after being released. We got Miami, San Francisco, Philly. I swear to God, if fucking Philly gets this fucking dude, I'm not gonna do anything, but just know that I will really want to. I will want to take this beer and throw it into my TV over there. I won't do it, but I will want to. LA. So the Rams are interesting because they're hot and heavy for Jalen Ramsey also. So over the next, however long it takes, a week or a couple of days, whatever it is, the money and the landing spots of Jaire Alexander and Jalen Ramsey are going to be really curious to me. Baltimore is an interesting team to put on there. That is a spot, like when we went over their rosters, that if you're going to nitpick, that's one of them. Cornerback. Again, that would just be a luxury pickup for them. Minnesota, hey man, we just talked about in the last video how high I am on Minnesota, how high I am on JJ McCarthy and that coach and what they can do this season. So you better bet your sweet ass if they sign Jaire Alexander, all those question marks I just said about him being injured, fuck all that. He's going to be an All-Pro. He's going to play 17 games, All-Pro. Fucking mark it down, and Longhorn's going to be right on his Minnesota prediction. Hey, Minnesota, here's an idea. Minnesota, go sign Jalen Ramsey and Jaire Alexander. No, they're not going to do that. Dallas Cowboys on this list. I mean, why not? Why not just throw Dallas Cowboys on every list? They're not particularly good at cornerback. They have major question marks. Deron Bland, what is he going to be? Is he going to return to form of what he has been at it with glimpses? We don't know what we're getting with Trayvon Diggs anymore. I mean, outside of the 11 interception season or whatever it was, it's been a lot of not great, not so hot. Atlanta, this has to be a typo. Who put Atlanta on this list? They're just that's a garbage team. He ain't going there. Watch, that'll be the team he signs with. So, look, selfishly, I put out the Super Bowl future pick for the Rams and the Chargers, which the Chargers are not on this list. I would love to see the Chargers get either one of these players, Alexander or Ramsey. Selfishly, I would love to see the Rams, the Chargers, and now, of course, my Minnesota Vikings skull bitches. That's what we're gonna be doing all season long when JJ leads them to the NFC North Championship. So again, just to wrap up this, I really was surprised. I thought that Alexander was going to be the higher prospect for me, and it turns out I want one of these teams to get Ramsey over Alexander. He'll be a good consolation prize for somebody, and of course, if he stays healthy, he can make an All-Pro. So it's a risk worth taking if you're one of these contenders. Again, that's why I said I don't know why someone put it. Why is Miami on this list? Actually, they just let go Ramsey. Why are they going to go bring in another veteran cornerback that's going to cost you money? I don't know. I don't know who did this list, but I like some of the spots. San Francisco is interesting too. Actually, that's didn't talk about that. That could fill a need, and that would actually be a really good scheme fit with Saleh. So that's a sneaky one right there too. That could actually make a whole hell of a lot of sense. So that's the Jaire Alexander news. It's kind of the biggest news of the day here on June 9th, 2025. So we'll just leave it at that. So we will be sure and check in later with y'all. But remember, we are the only, FGH is the only live streaming football handicapping podcast platform in the world. Nobody else does live streaming. And you can talk to your handicappers live. You can jump in on chat with us. Tell us how stupid we are. Tell us how smart we are. All we ask is that at least you show your face on camera and do it while you're dog cussing us. So for Bo Cephas, I am Longhorn. We are FGH, and no matter how you find us, when you think about betting on football, think FG.